Watch. Jennifer Lopez. Presenting Jennifer Affleck. Jennifer Lopez broke her silence about her surprise wedding to Ben Affleck on July 17, a day after they tied the knot in Las Vegas, and also shared photos and videos from their big day, or rather, night. "We did it," J.Lo wrote in her on the J.Lo newsletter. "Love is beautiful. Love is kind. And it turns out love is patient. 20 years patient. Exactly what we wanted. Last night we flew to Vegas, stood in line for a license with 4 other couples, all making the same journey to the wedding capital of the 52-year-old shared a link to her newsletter on Instagram, along with a pic of herself lying in a bed, wearing what appears to be her wedding ring. In her newsletter post, she said her and Ben's children accompanied the two to the wedding, without naming them. A source told E! News that J.Lo and the actor each brought along one of their kids. One of the photos the singer shared appears to show her sitting in a convertible with her 14-year-old twins, Emma, who, along with brother Max, are from J.Lo's marriage to Mark Anthony. Ben shares Violet, 16, Serafina, 13, and Samuel, 10, with ex-wife Jennifer Garner. J.Lo, who wore an off-the-shoulder lace dress, said she and Ben, 49, barely made it to a little white wedding chapel by midnight and that they graciously stayed open late a few minutes and let us take pictures in a pink Cadillac convertible that was apparently once used by the late Elvis Presley. The actress said that she wore a dress from an old movie and that Ben wore a jacket from his closet as they read their own vows and exchanged the rings. "Well, we're for the rest of our lives," adding, "They even had Bluetooth for a short march down the aisle." J.Lo called it the best possible wedding they could have imagined. "Best night of our lives," she added. "Thank you to the Little White Wedding Chapel for letting me use the break room to change while Ben changed in the men's room." The actress shared a video her husband took from inside the restroom, as well as a clip of herself twirling in another outfit in a dressing room. On top of a dresser behind her are 2 framed throwback pics of the couple at their film premieres. J.Lo and Ben wed months after getting engaged for the second time and a little more than a year after rekindling their relationship. "They were right when they said, 'All you need is love,'" she wrote. "We are so grateful to have that in abundance, a new wonderful family of 5 amazing children and a life that we have never had more reason to look forward to." She continued, "Stick around long enough and maybe you'll find the best moment of your life in a drive-thru in Las Vegas at 12:30 in the morning in the Tunnel Off Love drive-thru, with your kids and the one you'll spend forever with. Love is a great thing, maybe the best of things and worth waiting for." J.Lo, who asked to take Ben's last name on their marriage license filing, signed her newsletter, "With love, Mrs. Jennifer Lynn Affleck." See photos from Bennifer's Vegas wedding. Just married. Presenting Mr. and Mrs. Affleck. On July 16, 2022, Bennifer finally tied the knot in Las Vegas. The two wed in a small ceremony in front of their kids. From their previous marriages, months after they got engaged for the second time and more than a year after rekindling their relationship. Dress from an old movie. So with the best witnesses you could ever imagine, a dress from an old movie and a jacket from Ben's closet, we read our own vows in the little chapel and gave one another the rings we'll wear for the rest of our lives, Jennifer wrote in her on the J.Lo newsletter. They even had Bluetooth for a short march down the aisle. But in the end it was the best possible wedding we could have imagined. One we dreamed of long ago and one made real, in the eyes of the state, Las Vegas, a pink convertible and one another, at very, very long last. Wedding selfie. The two take a pic together. Selfie number 2. The two pose for another pic as husband and wife. Ready to roll into the chapel. Mrs. Jennifer Affleck. J.Lo also shared this photo of herself in her newsletter about her wedding to Ben. Bathroom selfie. "Thank you to the Little White Wedding Chapel for letting me use the break room to change while Ben changed in the men's room," J.Lo wrote in her on the J.Lo. Getting ready. Ben gets ready to marry Jennifer. Dress number 2. J.Lo twirls in another dress on her wedding day.